Okay. Okay. Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, Khalid, Habib, Khalid, Satam, Mishari, Musa, and Rakan. We'll start our session today. We will complete yesterday lesson, which is talking about the basic trig identities. We have yesterday we talked about some identities, and we said that this identities is very important. Okay, we'll start together to complete, but first we will revise what we said yesterday. Okay, basic trig identities. First, the quotient identities. Tan equal sine over cosine, and cotan equal cosine over sine. This is number one and number two. Again, tan equal sine over cosine, and cotan equal cosine over sine. This is number one, and this is number two. Okay. So if we can get, if we have sine over cosine, we can simplify it by getting tan. This is number one. If we have cosine over sine, we can simplify it by getting cotan. Okay, so this is number two. We have here the reciprocal identities. We have three reciprocal identities. The inverse of sine is cosec, and the inverse of cosine is sec, and the inverse of tan is cotan. It means 1 over sine, it means cosec, 1 over cosine, it means sec, 1 over tan, it means cotan, and the opposite is right. Okay, we're going to the Pythagorean identities. It's very important. This Pythagorean identities is very important. We work with these identities in more than 5 or 6 problems per lesson. Okay, so we have here the main identity is cosine squared theta plus sine squared theta equal 1. This is the main one. So if we have to make a relation between sine and cosine, we have to make a relation between sine and cosine. We use this identity. From this identity, we can deduce that tan squared theta plus 1 equals 6 squared theta, and cosec squared theta plus 1 equals 6 squared theta. And we talked about this yesterday. We talked about this, or the proof of this identities yesterday. Okay. The co-function identities. The co-function identity, it means if we have sine pi over 2 minus theta, it means the measure of sine, or the value of sine equal the value of cosine if the two angles are complementary. It means sine 60 equal cosine 30, cosine 45 equal sine 45, sine 10 equal cosine 90, and so on. Okay, always we use this when we have two complementary angles, and also with tan and cotan. The negative angles identity, we have here, if we have a negative angle and you want to get the value of the sine, it means you get the negative outside and get the value of the sine, and then the result will be negative. But in the cosine, okay, the negative sign will be removed. Cosine eats the negative sign, and then also like sine. So if you have a negative angle, the value of the tan will be negative. Okay, let's go to the next. We have some problems yesterday. We talked about them. Example number 1 and example number 2 is Nasser, I think. Okay, now I'm going to get get this example. Okay, so we have here to solve this example. It's a multiple choice. Find cosine theta if sine theta equal 1 over 3, and we work from 0 to 90. It means in the first quadrant. Okay, I'll start with Walid.
Yes.
Okay, Walid, find cosine theta if sine theta equal 1 over 3, and we work in the first quad as you see in the condition. How we can get the value of cosine theta?
I don't know how to do it.
Pay attention. We have an
Okay.
identity that said that we have sine square theta plus cosine square theta equal to 1. It's an identity like a rule. Okay, Walid?
Okay.
Can you substitute now sine square equal what? Sine theta equal what here?
1 over 3.
I can remove sine square and put 1 over 3 power 2
2
plus
theta.
cosine square theta equal 1. Can you complete now? It's an algebra problem now.
You move 1 over 3 to the other side.
Okay, by the negative side. But 1 over 3 power 2 first equal 1 over?
1 over 6.
No, 3
9, 9.
power 2, not 3 times 2. So 1 over 9 plus cosine
Cosine 2 theta.
square
Or 2
theta
theta.
equal 1.
Equal 1.
Remove in the other side by the opposite sign. So cosine square theta is equal to 1 minus 1
1
over
over 9.
9 minus 1 over 9, which equal to
8 over 9.
equal to
8 over 9, right?
8 over 9. Excellent. So 8 over 9 is the answer, but we need the cosine, not cosine square. What is the inverse of power
Root.
2?
Square root, right?
Square root both sides. So we get here cosine theta. This is the required cosine theta equal root 8
Over 9.
over 9, but by positive and negative. Don't forget that, because we're talking about a variable, so it must be positive or negative first. If you write root 8 over 9 in your calculator, the result will be?
Wait.
Okay.
Uh, 2 root 2
Yes,
square root 2
2
over 3.
root 2
Over 3.
over 3. Positive or negative? Okay, don't forget positive or negative. And now we will choose the sign. Pay attention. We work in which quad, Khalid? Sorry, in which quad, Walid?
The first.
The first quad. In the first quad, all the trig
Positive.
functions are positive. So we don't use a negative sign. So we will take only the positive sign, which is 2 over multiplied by root 2 over 3, which is letter what?
A.
Letter A. So the answer is letter A. You understand?
Yes.
So if you have a problem like this, you must go to the first part, which is the rules or the identities. From the identities, I use the first rule, which said that sine square plus cosine square equal to 1. Substitute and find the result. Substitute and find the result. I leave the answer for 30 seconds if you want to write it. It's a very, very important type of problems. Okay, I'm going to Hussein. Hussein, good morning. Hussein? Hussein?
Yes.
Okay. We will complete the next example together.
Sure.
Okay, the next example. Okay, Hussein, can you read the
Find
example, please?
secant. Okay, sure. Find secant theta if tan theta equals 2. Tan theta is between 0° and 90°.
Okay, what shall we do?
Okay, if we have secant and tan, we use the Pythagorean identity, I think,
Yes.
which is tan squared plus 1 equals secant squared.
Excellent. So by using the rules that we proved it yesterday, tan square theta, so tan square theta plus 1 is equal to sec square theta. Okay, substitute, Hussein.
Okay, tan squared theta equals 4.
So tan equal to 2 to 2 power 2 equals to 4. So 4
Plus
plus 1 equal to sec square theta. After that,
sec theta equals positive or negative root 5.
yes. So Hussein here make two steps together. 6 square theta equal 5. 4 plus 1 equals to 5. And he takes the square root of both sides. So 6 theta directly is equal to root 5 by positive and negative as we said before. And now
So
we're looking to
to the angle
the quad.
yeah, it's in the first quad. So the first quad, all the trigonometric functions are positive.
Yes, in the first quad, all the trigonometric functions are positive. So 6 theta will be only root 5, which is letter what, Hussein?
A.
Letter what?
A.
A is 5, yes.
D.
Yes, it's letter D. So we have here the answer is letter D. Okay. So this is the answer of letter B. Please write the answer. If you want to write the answer, you have about 30 seconds. This is the second part of the basic trig function, the first lesson in chapter 1. The first lesson in chapter 1.
Chapter come?
Chapter 1, sorry, chapter 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We're going to another example. We're going to another example. Okay. We have here to clear, and then we will go to the other example. Okay. The other example is another type of examples or another type of problems. Simplify. Simplify sine theta multiplied by open bracket cosec theta minus sine theta. If we have this type of problem, we need to get the simplest form. We need to get the simplest form. We need to simplify this expression, so we will use the identities also to solve them. Pay attention with me. I'm starting working with Khalid. Khalid Al-Manif.
Yes, Mr.
Khalid. Okay, Khalid,
Yes.
what shall I do to simplify it? Think with me.
If I just 1 minute, Mr. Yes, Mr.
What shall I do?
Simplify it. Should we distribute?
Distribute. Before distribute, this is cosec.
Yes, which is the opposite of sine.
Excellent. So the first step, if we have a problem like this, if you have cosec, one of the reciprocal of sine, cosine, and tan,
Yes.
which is cosec, sec, and cotan, you can first substitute or change it into the three main trig functions.
Sure.
First.
It will be 1 over sine.
Excellent. So the first step, we just make like this. Cosec theta is equal to 1 over sine. So in state of cosec theta, I write 1 over sine theta. This is the first step. So this is the rule. The rule said that cosec, we can change it into 1 over sine. So in state of cosec, I put 1 over sine. This is the first step. This is the first step. Okay. Khalid,
So
then you
yes.
can distribute as you said. Distribute.
Yes.
Sine multiplied
This
by
will
1
be
over sine.
cancelled. It will be 1.
Excellent. Because sine multiplied by 1 over sine equals sine over sine. Any number over itself equal to 1. And sine theta multiplied by negative sine theta.
Negative sine squared theta.
Excellent. So this is the second step. This is the second step. So the second step, as we multiply, use the distributive property as Khalid said, use the distributive property as Khalid said, and then multiply. One coming from sine times 1 over sine, sine times 1 over, sine times 1 over sine, okay? And sine square, it's coming from sine theta times sine theta. Okay, Khalid. After that,
Yes.
1 minus sine square equal what? 1 minus sine square. طب can I write here a rule and you can deduce the answer? Sine square theta plus cosine square theta equal to 1. If you take sine square in the other side,
So it will be cosine squared
cosine
theta
square theta
equals 1 minus sine squared.
Yes, 1 minus sine square. So 1 minus sine square equal to what?
Cosine squared theta.
So the answer here will be cosine square theta, as 1 minus sine square equal cosine square from the Pythagorean identity. So this is the answer. This is the answer of this example. Thanks, Khalid. If you need to write the answer, please write it quickly. This is the description or the hint that we use in each step. Cosec is equal 1 over sine. We use distribution, use after that distribution or the distributive property. And then we use this rule or this identity to get the result, which is cosine square theta, and this is the result. Okay, let's go to the next example. Let's go to the next example. Simplify. Tan theta times cotan theta. It's very easy. Tan theta times cotan theta. I'm going to Khalid Satam. Khalid, it's very easy.
Yes, Mr.
Okay. First tan theta. What about the second one? The second one is what?
Cot theta.
Cotan theta. Cotan, it means the inverse of tan. It means
The inverse of tan.
So cotan equals to what? I can remove cotan and put?
Yes.
And put the reciprocal of tan. It means cotan theta, you must return to the identities and know them quickly, equal 1 over 10. So cotan is equal to 1 over what?
10.
1 over 10 theta. This is what we will make in this problem. So to simplify it, I write 10 theta as it is. So I write here 10 theta multiplied by, instead of cotan, I write
1 over
10. 1 over 10. simplify. It will be equal to equals what? Khalid, this is over 1. Multiply with me. 10 times 10 theta times 1 equal?
1
10 theta times 1. Any number times 1?
is 10.
Is 10. So up we have 10 theta. And down 1 times 10 theta, 1 times 10 theta
Is 10 theta.
is 10 theta. Any number over itself is equal to
1
1. So the result will be
1
which is letter
C.
yes. So the answer is letter C. The answer is letter C. As Khalid substitute in state of cotan by 1/10 the reciprocal identities, and then after that we're going to multiply 10 times 1 equal 10, 1 times 10 equal 10. Any number over itself or any expression over itself is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. This is the answer of this problem. Okay. I'm going to the next one. I'm going to the next one. Okay. Solve the formula A cotan theta equal F over D square in the terms of D, and this is the last type of problems. In the terms of T, it means I need D equal. Solve in the terms of D, it means I need the problem ends by D equal. D equal what? So we need in this side, the right hand side, instead of F over D squared, I need only D. I need only D. Okay? So I need only D instead of D squared. Khalid Habib. Khalid.
Yes.
Okay. You want to help
Yeah.
me to answer this?
Yes.
Okay, Khalid. Yalla, start, Khalid.
Write cot
Yes.
COT and multiply by
what?
F over D.
طب, pay attention. The first step I put here over 1 and make a cross multiplication.
ايوه
Why?
هذا قصدي.
Because I need only D equal. So make with me the cross multiplication. F times 1 equal
F
F times 1.
F times 1.
F times 1 is equal to what?
نسيتها.
Pay attention. This is a cross multiplication. I need D power 2 without any other number. So I write D power 2 equals F times 1 divided by this. F times 1, it means F. Any number times 1 is the same number. Over A cotan theta. Again.
نحط over Mr. over 1 and the D.
Not over 1. D power 2. But I need only D. What is the opposite of power 2? I need to remove power 2.
أو
What is the
نخليها over 1 ونقلبها مستر عشان نشيل نخليها
How
over 1
can
ونقلبها.
we remove the power? How can we remove the power? Power 2.
remove the power.
What is the opposite operation of power 2?
يا رب.
طب, okay. I need okay, I'm going to Abdurrahman Al-Awagi. Okay, Abdurrahman.
Yes, mister, you put square root.
Excellent. So يا Khalid, we put square root for both sides. To remove power 2, we put here a square root and put here a square root also. Okay, so we have here
D.
is equal to a square root of f over a cotan theta, which is letter
letter
what,
B
عبد
مستر
الرحمن؟
صح؟
ها letter what, عبد الرحمن? The answer.
letter B.
I think B.
A.
But in letter
A, Mr. A.
B, cotan is up, and we have here cotan is down.
Mr.
Letter
A.
How it's letter A? Letter A.
الإف وال
Because it's all
كوتان مستر
square
كوتان
root.
up.
Pay attention. Cotan here is down. Okay.
Yes.
So if we change it into up, it will be 10. It will be 10. So the next
10.
step and the last step, pay attention. Here we don't have here f over a cotan. Cotan, it means 1 over 10. We have here 1. We have here to multiply by 1. So 1 over cotan, it means 10. So I can remove 1 over cotan and put 10. So the result will be f tan theta
Yes.
over a. Some students will ask me about positive or negative. Why, mister, you don't put positive or negative? In the other problem, you put positive or negative. What about this problem? I don't put here positive or negative because I have variables in each side. Okay, if we have in one side a variable like, for example, d, and the other variable is a number like 2, 5, 3, we put positive or negative. Okay, because we don't know this variable, maybe positive, maybe negative if we have power 2. But here also, we don't know about these variables. Maybe these variables is equal to negative, equal to positive, so I can't put positive or negative here. I can't put
Mister
What?
if tan is down.
If tan is down, so the result
Yes.
will be letter B. It will be cotan. So I change the place and
يعني العكس.
I'll get the reciprocal of the trig function we have. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
We're going to the next example. But just I leave this example for only 20 seconds. So the first step, I need in the terms, solve the formula, this formula, in the terms of D, it means D equal. I need this equation to start by D equal. Okay, so D equals what? I just make a cross multiplication, get D power 2. After we get D power 2, take the square root for both sides to get the value of D. If we have cotan down, I can change it up by changing it from cotan to tan, because cotan equal 1 over 10. I'm going to the next example. Okay. Is the equation D equal root f tan theta over A is equivalent to f equal A d power 2 cosine theta over sine theta? Equivalent, it means they are equal. If these two expressions are equal, we will know the answer. Okay. With okay, Nasser. Okay, Nasser. Down your hand, Khalid. Khalid Habib, down your hand.
Mister.
Nasser.
Okay. At first, you have to transfer everything to the other side.
Okay, so you start from the first or from the second?
Start from the first.
From the first. So Nasser
squared
from
at first.
D equal the square root, and he will reach this form. Nasser will reach this form. If he reaches this form, we write yes. If we don't reach it, we write no, they are not equivalent. So
Yes.
Nasser first start from this.
Squared.
The first step.
Squared. You make it squared.
Square both sides, so becomes d squared
Equal
equal
f.
f.
Put tan down. So or write it. Okay.
Okay, tan theta over a. What about the next
So
step?
then can put tan down. So no, wait, what?
Take a in the other side because this f equal. So I need f equal. So I need
Yes.
to remove this in the other side and remove also tan in the other side.
Yes. Times tan over 1 times a over tan.
1 over a.
1 over.
Sorry.
You want to transfer a first? Okay.
As
I
we
was
said,
gonna.
so times a. Sorry, you are right. So I just here remove times a because a is down. It means divide. So I times a here and times a in the other side. Okay. So I remove this with this. The remainder will be
AD squared.
AD squared in the other side in the right hand side.
Yes. Then
F
tan theta.
tan theta. Okay.
Over tan.
Excellent. I need
Theta
only
over tan
so
theta.
I just divide both sides by tan theta. So divide by tan theta here. Divide by tan theta and divide also the left hand side by tan theta.
Then split. So tan is cosine over. No, wait. What? No, wrong, because it must be opposite of adjacent.
Yes.
Not
So we
cosine over sine.
here f is equal to what?
AD
AD
squared.
Squared.
Then opposite over adjacent, not cosine over sine.
Stop. Pay attention. Tan is equal to what?
Opposite over adjacent.
It means sine over cosine.
Sine.
So I can write here sine over cosine instead of tan.
Oh, okay. Then cosine multiplied by the AD squared. Okay, yes.
So the result will be a d power 2 cosine get up here cosine theta over sine theta, which is the second expression. So it's yes or no?
Yes.
So this answer will be yes. Okay, because we start from the first and we reach the second expression. Also, you can start from the second expression and reach the first. There is no problem. It's up to you. It's up to you. This is the answer. This is the answer. I can leave it for half minute. Okay. I sent the homework report on the WhatsApp group. Only 6 students solve the homework. Please try to finish your homework. I have now about 16 students. So how only 6 students solve the problems? Please, if you go step by step, no problem, inshallah, about your exam. Okay, but if you leave the lessons lesson after lesson, so we have many information, we can't cover them in before the exam. So today inshallah we don't have an electronic homework. We have a sheet. This sheet will be as a homework. So I can show you the sheet or your homework. Okay, we have here so we have This is your sheet. I can open it and show you your homework today is a sheet. You can download it from SBS and try to solve it. This is a sheet. This is the sheet. Okay, so I can show you your homework today. Your homework today is this trig identities. First, we have 4 problems about find the exact value, and 2 problems, but this in the first quad and this in the third quad. Simplify the expression. We have about 4 problems. So try to finish this. This is your homework today. This is your homework today. So we don't have an electronic homework, but if you don't make the electronic homework, you can make it today. There is no problem. It's available on SBS, and also you can download this sheet and work on it. It's a reference for you before the exam also. Thanks, my dear students. I hope that all of you will do your homework today. Tomorrow, inshallah, I'll send the homework, the final homework report for the electronic homework. Thanks and goodbye.